to the It's in Queens podcast covering events in the borough between December 20th and December 26th. This is our last podcast of 2018.
Possibly.
Okay. This is our last scheduled podcast. If something comes up that's so incredibly important, right? We have to do another.
Hey, you know what? It is the last podcast. 20. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
It's the last podcast of
you know, you're
of
so often wrong. I feel like. Yeah.
I assumed that I was wrong and you were right when you said that. But anyway, I'm Rob Mackay from the Queens Tourism Council. That would make you
Chris Donovan from the Daily News.
Okay. And of course, we're very happy to be here. It's not the most jam-packed week in Queens.
Well, you got to give people, got to free up their pockets a little bit for buying gifts and stuff like that.
Considering that it's from the 20th to the 26th, meaning that Christmas Day and Christmas Eve are in this week.
That's right. That's 2 days we're going to lose.
That's 2 days we're going to lose. But nevertheless, there are some kind of fun things going on.
Listen, if you want to do something in Queens, we got stuff for you.
Yeah, that's true. Queens never takes a week off. Not even for Christmas and Christmas Eve day. But my first question for you is Cher.
Share and share alike, or
actually, it's not even a question. It's just a word.
That's just a word. Yeah, share. It's a feeling.
C-H-E-R.
It's a vibe.
I guess it's CHER !
I believe so.
What do you think about Cher?
Well, Cher, Charo, right? Is another one named person.
Well, this is Cher, the actress.
Right, I'm saying it's a Charo is a one. Charo. What's Charo's last name? You got a last name on Charo?
Oh, I don't even. What's Cher's real name?
Sherilyn.
No,
something.
really?
Yeah, Sherilyn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, she's here.
Wow. What?
The Museum of the Moving Image is doing a retrospective of Cher's movies.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I have a sister-in-law who's going to be very excited.
Really?
Oh, she's a big Cher
What is it
fan.
about people are fascinated by Cher?
Let me tell you something. She went to see her in concert, and just even before, like, she spoke one or sang one word, tears flowing.
Yeah, people love her.
Yeah. Oh,
Why
they
do
get
they love
feelings.
her so much?
Oh, she's like an icon. I mean, she's definitely an icon in the.
Is she the greatest dancer? Is she the greatest singer? Is she the greatest actress?
The greatest. She's just persevered through everything. She's acted. She's sung. She had a variety show. She was the biggest thing in the 70s.
Okay.
You know, and she has staying
was
power,
with
right?
Sonny
She had
Bono.
hits in the 70s and the 60s,
I think she
70s,
had
80s,
60s with
definitely in the 90s, and then she had that recent hit, a couple years back.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Staying power.
Yeah, that's it. Well, anyway, she's you can go until December 24th, and in fact, the last movie that they're going to show is on the 24th. You can watch a whole bunch of different Cher movies.
What do we got?
Moonstruck, of course.
Come on.
Mask.
What do you mean? Right.
Do you know that one?
Mask, yeah.
Mermaids.
Mermaid, sure.
Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah, please, yeah, with Jack Nicholson, right?
Burlesque.
That one I don't know.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, that's the ABBA one, right?
I think that's the one that they just did this past summer.
Yeah, that was like the sequel to the original ABBA.
And she was the best thing in that movie, I think I read.
Well, I read it too. I wrote it down and then I read it.
Oh, okay. So anyway, get your
mermaids.
Your
Mermaids was. Oh, you said mermaids, right?
Yeah, mermaids. What's mermaids about?
Who's the girl from Heathers?
I don't know. I think Witches of Eastwick is that was a big one.
That was a big one.
That had like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But Moonstruck was Nicolas Cage. That was the Oscar winner for her, right?
Yeah, filmed in Carroll Gardens or whatever.
That's
supposed
right.
to be part of Brooklyn
Yes.
back when it was Italian.
Remember the Moonstruck Diner in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
By the way, I was in Carroll Gardens this past weekend. Do you know that the neighborhood has become French? I mean, not completely French, but there are all these French people that are moving there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Carroll Gardens.
I think they've had enough of the high tax rates, and
You tell me socialism doesn't work? Taking a stand, Rob.
I don't want to get political on this show, but let's just say it didn't work in Venezuela. The other
all right. So I'm sorry. Finish up with Cher. So we're starting on December 15th. They've already started.
Yeah, they've already started actually, but it goes straight until the 24th with different movies on different days.
Oh, and then with
Mask,
Mask, there's a director's cut, which is probably that was a very nice movie. Rocky Dennis. That was the one with kids with the deformed face, and his mom is her boyfriend's like an outlaw biker, and she's just trying to get him accepted into society. But his face had those all big bumps
Man?
on it.
Oh, so it's like a version of Elephant Man.
It is, but it was a true story.
Oh, okay.
Or based on a true story at the very least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
there's something else going on which is kind of fun. It's on Friday the 21st.
Sure.
It's you know how New Orleans is famous for the second line parades, where they walk through the streets playing instruments and people are supposed to jump on, get on with their music and play songs. And
I'm more into the beignets, but yeah, I understand. I know what you're saying.
Right. Yeah. Well, so there's an organization called Make Music New York.
Okay.
And they do, on the solstices, they organize outdoor concerts throughout New York City.
Cool.
And the summer solstice, they were doing stuff in Queens. This winter solstice, 21st, they're doing stuff all around New York City, even though it's cold out. They're going to be outdoors. And for Queens, they've decided to organize a New Orleans style second line parade. They're going to start at Corona Plaza and march to the Louis Armstrong House Museum in Corona.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
About 10 blocks from there.
And New Orleans native Louis Armstrong?
And New Orleans native who lived in
Corona,
Queens.
right?
Yeah. And a woman who is from Queens, Southeast Queens, who has written a score to Louis Armstrong play, is leading it, and she'll have music there. They're going to be singers, musicians, and dancers. You can catch the parade at the beginning as they make their way through the streets. They'll end up at the Louis Armstrong House Museum. It's kind of fun.
I would drink a couple of Hurricanes and go down there.
And remember, Estrella Latina. If you like Dominican food, there's a very good right near Corona Plaza. You can go to this, which is free, but still spend some money in Queens if you want.
Yeah, come on, visit our restaurants.
Yep.
Drop a dime.
Drop a dime. There's also something else kind of wacky that I wanted to talk about.
I love wacky. Remember when Marv Albert used to do the weird and the wacky on David Letterman within the world
then
of
he
sports?
turned out to be wacky.
Look, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? Are you aware of wall floor positions?
Yeah, you got me on that one. Nothing. I got nothing on that one. I don't even have a witty comeback.
Well, at the at MOMA PS1,
all right,
the one that's in Long Island City, there's an exhibition that's going on both at MoMA Manhattan, MoMA PS1. It's with items on display, artwork on display. But on December 21st and December 22nd, that is Friday and Saturday, they're going to have different artists, actors, I guess, who will be making themselves into human props, basically, by doing what they call wall floor positions.
Okay.
Which is to say they'll be doing different poses related to the wall and the floor by the exhibit. Different actors each time, every hour from 1 to 5 on December 21st and 22nd. So you can look up the actors and follow your favorite one, or you can just show up and whatever one goes on.
Do they have a set of trading cards that we can buy? And,
I don't know, but I saw pictures of it, and there are people, like this practicing.
Do we have a picture we could send to Kubai?
We should. Someone should take a picture from the event. Okay, we can show next year. But it's part of the show, and because the artist who's on display, I think, was into that kind of stuff.
All right, good. Listen,
so
I say go full boat. You're gonna do it. Go weird.
Yeah, right. It's like you can't be a little bit pregnant. You can't be a little bit weird.
Right.
So just go with these guys.
Go full weird.
Yeah. There are also a couple of things going on that are good for children. Because as you know, there are children in Queens. A 7-year-old, winter recess is coming.
Oh, we need stuff to do. Stuff
to do to get them out of the house, to get them to do something besides play video games.
Yeah, the doggy boarding school does not accept children return. I did some research. Really? They do not. Yeah.
All right. Well then,
canines only.
Luckily, we've got some. Actually, the Museum of the Moving Image has stuff just about every day.
Good.
Except for Christmas Day.
Easy.
From December 22nd to January 1st.
Nice.
Movies, a lot of Muppet stuff because the Muppets are housed there.
House of the Muppets.
A lot of workshops on special effects, animation, puppet making.
Yep.
Muppets, the Fraggles, Japanese
Fraggle
anime,
Rock.
that kind of stuff. So just about every day you can find 1 or 2 or even 3 different activities at the Museum of the Moving Image.
That's good to know.
To get your kids out of the house.
That's where you definitely need that.
Yeah. The other thing is that right after Christmas Day, which would be the 26th, 27th, 28th, Queens County Farm Museum will have open houses on all those days.
Nice.
Noon to 4.
All right.
All 3 days. There will be crafts, food. There'll be hot cocoa, of course, mulled cider,
Doesn't
of
love
course.
a hot cocoa.
tours of the farmhouse. The farmhouse there, the Adrian's farmhouse, has historic landmark status.
Oh, does it really?
Under its own, yeah. It's a Dutch farmhouse. Yeah, dating back from obviously when, well, it still is a working farm.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that they've, it's you go. Part of the reason why you go to Queens County Farm Museum is to see the animals. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. And we're not talking about the people who work there. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
Well, you might want to go to see them. But remember, it's wintertime, so that the animals that like to be outside during the winter are going to be there. They have 2 steers.
All right.
You know what a steer is?
It's a male cow.
Okay.
All right.
Jethro and Dexter.
Oh, Jethro.
And they have 2 alpacas.
When they found oil.
Giorgio and Rocky.
Mm-hmm. Alpacas spit, right? You gotta be careful.
They do spit. Guys, right? But you can also walk around and see the animals that are out.
That's
during
cool.
The cold weather.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun. And then like I said, it's not a very big week. There's also a guy who does a one-man show on the life and times of Billy Joel.
Oh, that's cool. Billy Joel just announced his 70th birthday concert recently. So
is he 70?
Yeah, it's coming up soon. So if you can't make it to the Garden, which you probably can't because it sells out so quickly.
Billy Joel, I went to a Billy Joel concert probably 30 years ago, and it was fantastic back then.
He's fantastic. Yeah. Guy's a Long Island treasure.
He is.
And Long Island is on part of Queens. I always say that. They always say Queens is part of Long Island.
I don't think he ever lived in Queens, though. Anyway, the Theater by the Bay, which is in Bayside.
Okay.
They'll be hosting this one-man show. A guy named Michael Chimenti. Mm-hmm. He plays the piano and sings, but he also does the life and times. It's kind of a one-act, or kind of a one-man play.
I like it. Covering
all of Billy Joel's life. Yeah, and I believe, I have to check this, but I think you can get dinner, too, while you're watching the show.
All right. Theater by the Bay in Bayside.
Theater by the Bay. And then just to remind you, we have a couple things that are ongoing, and they're especially good for children.
Right.
So I'm going to repeat it. Number
and they're
one,
holiday themed.
And they're holiday themed. A Christmas Carol. Titan Theater Company is still doing a Christmas Carol. They're doing it until December 23rd, which is next Sunday. And it's obviously the Charles Dickens story. They have sold out almost half of their.
Every time I follow them on social media, and they basically just post.
They're doing
show
great.
sold out, show sold out, show sold out.
So
grab those tickets.
It's
quick.
doing well. It has kind of an interesting because it's 2 male leads. At least they were written but to be male leads. But they have 2 females playing the male lead parts.
I'm outraged.
Which would be Ebenezer Scrooge.
Scrooge. Right.
And I guess Bob Cratchit. So you can go watch women playing men. Yeah, you got that?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it go.
Charlie Brown at the Secret Theater.
Oh yeah.
Again, this is
good old Chuck.
Yeah, Charlie Brown. There's so many different shows going on. There's still many. They're going until December 30th. This is actors doing
live action
singing,
Charlie Brown,
dancing, and a score done by a jazz musician named Vince Guaraldi.
Yeah, Vince Guaraldi. That's
exactly. He did all the scores.
I have that
for
vinyl. You know that? I have that on vinyl from my childhood. I was it had heavy rotation in the 5 to 9 year old areas of my life. Yeah, absolutely. Because that little piano and then when the sad parts when Snoopy's sad and
he did the soundtracks for the movies of the Snoopy movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's done this for that. Believe it or not, that is it's not a heavy week because
we have holidays in there.
What people don't realize is that Christmas is an international holiday.
That is true. There's
stock markets, everything around the world
closed down. Yeah.
So even in non-Christian countries, there's nothing to do.
It's nice to take a break. Everyone should have. We don't have to call it Christmas if it offends you. We can call it the holiday off. Just whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take a break. End of the year. I do have a couple of things.
Do you have anything to add?
I have a couple of things to add because I know we might not be around next week to talk about it, and they're very New Year's Eve centered and specific. Resorts World on December 29th. They do this very cool thing where they grab a bunch of artists from like a similar genre. This one's going to be called Disco Inferno. Okay, so you could get your bell bottoms out and get your leisure suits out and get ready to do the hustle. And here are some of the artists that are going to be there. France Jolie, who sang "Come to Me." and I'm going to perform it because I see the look on your face. So you need to hear. Come to me when your world is empty and cold.
Okay.
Come to me.
I got that one.
All right, cool.
All right.
And then Tramps, who did it, Disco Inferno. Yep, Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. That's right.
Wow.
Tavares, who did It Only Takes a Minute, and also More Than a Woman from Saturday Night Fever.
Okay.
And then Jodie Watley, who's more 80s to me, but Looking for a New Love, Don't You Want Me? And then there's another band called Disco Unlimited. And they run the gamut from they're a cover band, but they do everything from Donna Summer to the Village People, and they really put on a good show. So if you miss disco and you grew up in that time or you grew up enjoying that time, it's definitely a good night for you. That's December 29th.
I remember
at
when
Resorts.
I was young, and you know how when you're young and everything your parents do embarrasses you.
Oh, absolutely.
My mother was really into the Bee Gees. And Saturday Night Live soundtrack.
Yeah.
She would walk around the apartment singing the Bee Gees.
Really? My dad had platform sandals, which my sister and I could not bury our heads in the sand anymore to get away from.
You can tell by the way I use my wonk. Imagine your mother singing that. Anyway, moving right along. What else do you have?
So also
that sounds like a lot of fun. Actually.
Yeah, I had one real quick thing on New Year's Eve, mostly because it's for a good cause. So Antuns in Queens Village, it's a big catering hall.
Big catering hall.
So for New Year's Eve, they're doing a humongous 6-hour open bar with food and obviously drinks. But the proceeds for this night are going to the California Restaurant Association Wildfire Fund. Obviously, I think we all heard about the devastating fires in California, and it's a great cause. If you're going to go out on New Year's Eve anyway and overindulge, this is a great place to be.
It's not the day after.
No,
it's the day of. Okay, so spend your New Year's Eve.
Spend your New Year's Eve at Antuns, and your money goes to the California Restaurant Association Wildfire Fund, which is cool. And then we also have.
But believe it or not, I met Hillary Clinton at Antuns.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
When she was still the senator from New York.
Oh, what was she doing there? Like a little talk or something like that?
She was there, yeah. She was in the VIP
fundraiser?
room or the green room or something like that. And I was at an event, and she actually held my daughter, who was like 6 months old or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We still have the photo of my 6-month-old daughter.
I would keep that. I would hold on to that.
Imagine if she'd become president.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. You ever told us a picture with the president?
Anything else going on?
So, tonight we're taping the night of the actual Sunnyside benefit. There's a huge fire in your neck of the woods, Sunnyside, Queens, and kind of devastated about 6 businesses on that block.
I think that I understand 4 of them were burned to the ground, but 8 of them, because of water damage, are done.
Right. So 14 businesses in total.
No. So I think 8 total, 8 or 9 in total.
8 or 9 in total.
But I don't even know what's worse between fire damage and water damage.
Well, the picture I saw, it looked like the 3 on the right or 4 on the right, starting at the Adult Emporium and working your way back to Sidetracks. They just looked like there was nothing left. Even if you had a menu, you couldn't even find it, right?
Yeah.
And then the ones to the left of them just looked like their roof caved in and everything.
Yeah.
So, what a terrible time right before the holidays.
And it's about 100 jobs.
Yeah, easily.
And a lot of those people, like New York Style Eats burned,
right?
Which is a restaurant. Think about all the people working in the restaurant, the dishwashers.
Absolutely.
They're just,
UPS store. I mean, how many packages might have been in there going out for holiday delivery?
Yeah.
So real tough time for them. So although the fundraiser again probably passed by the time you're watching this, there is a GoFundMe. And check it out. They're trying to raise about $100,000, $200,000 for the displaced workers. Maybe they can have a nice Christmas after all. I think as a community, Queens can come together and make it a nice Christmas for them.
Okay,
right? Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. GoFundMe. So that is actually it. It's short and sweet for once. We did not take up too much of your time.
No.
Remember, everything that we talk about is on the website, it'sinqueens.com. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
In fact, Chris, who's got branding, got serious branding chops.
I took marketeering in junior college.
Says it's all right there at it'sinqueens.com or hashtag it'sinqueens. We'll be talking about
what would make a
articles
fine gift is a It's in Queens t-shirt.
And if you're looking for a Christmas gift, go to it'sinqueens.com and you can buy a t-shirt.
Or a poster.
For your
Calendars
loved
up there? Yeah, no.
Calendars are coming in soon, tomorrow, hopefully.
So
think about that. See this guy, he's always on. Here I am, head in the clouds. But anyway, thank you very much for following us, and we will get back to you in 2019.